U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order temporarily suspending all U.S. foreign assistance programs for 90 days to allow for a comprehensive review. In the fiscal year 2024, the United States allocated approximately $42.8 billion for foreign assistance through the Department of State and the United States Agency for International Development (USAID), with Uganda allocated approximately $562 million in foreign assistance through ongoing projects under sectors including health, education, agriculture, and humanitarian efforts. With the suspension of U.S. foreign aid and Uganda's significant dependence on international funding, the pressing question arises, can Uganda stand on its own as foreign partners review their commitments?
We are going to suffer as Uganda, and given the fact that even our resource envelope is always fully supported by donors.
I don't think that Uganda will be affected by those foreign cuts, because the obligation is to World Bank will stay of America, but also our relationships with the World Bank and other organizations will stay.
And these health-related matters, America has been supporting most of the projects. These malaria, reproductive health-related programs.
Economist John Walugembe has described this as a wake-up call for Uganda to prioritize funding critical sectors internally rather than relying heavily on foreign aid. He expressed concern for the private sector, warning that it could face the adverse effects of overtaxation as the government seeks alternative revenue sources.
This is a wake-up call to government to say health is too important to be left to the whims of external funders. Businesses, our worry is that we may be squeezed more to be able to make up for the deficit, even when businesses themselves are not doing as well.
The U.S. funds projects like the U.S. President's Malaria Initiative, PMI, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, to combat HIV/AIDS. The U.S. also declared intentions to pull out of the World Health Organization, the biggest funder of about 20% to the World Health Organization, which greatly supports Uganda's health sector. Uganda must grapple with the possibility of limited external assistance and explore a plan B to secure its future. Uganda loses over 10 trillion shillings to corruption, according to a survey by the Inspectorate of Government. Some argue that the country can achieve self-reliance and stand without foreign aid only if it effectively addresses corruption and realigns its national priorities.
So if we fight corruption alone, we get more money or recover more money than what we get from aid. So our biggest problem is not aid, but how we utilize the revenue generated.
That means we have to reflect. In fact, now that we are even doing the budget framework paper, this is somewhere we should pause and now reflect on our policies on how we are going to move on.
Let's bring in Adam Mayambala. Adam, Uganda is an independent nation, at least since 1962. What options does Uganda have to survive these interesting times? Adam.
Uganda has options including strengthening domestic revenue collection, which includes widening the tax base and also ensuring tax compliance. You can also think about diversifying funding sources. There are other development partners which include China and Russia, and also fighting corruption.